It's a hockey stream on episode 262 of the VIG Lounge, where the Pittsburgh Penguins travel to the Gateway City to take on the St. Louis Blues. Will the Penguins have the Blues singing a different tune, or will St. Louis leave the Penguins singing the Blues? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, let's remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in. Crosby and Schwartz to meet at center. Or excuse me, Shen to meet at center. Jaden Schwartz is with Seattle. What am I doing? Either way, we are underway from Scott Trade Center, and Brian rushed for the first shot after the Penguins lost the draw. They're able to collect the puck and get a good shot on goal. Slight change in the lineup on the third line. Emil Bemstrom has drawn out and went back to Wilkes-Barre, and Rutger McGroarty has drawn in to take his place. Ryan Rust with a drive. That's turned out by Binnington. Back to the point for Joseph. Now to the left side to Letang. Letang goes for a little spin. Takes a shot. That got blocked on its way to the net. Crosby with a drive. Kicked out by Binnington. Puck goes up the wall. Collected now by Crosby. Teammates for Binnington with the four-nation save made again by Binnington. Drive, patch stop Binnington. The puck's available, but the Blues come away with it. As the Penguins put up a quick 5 shots. Ryan Shea is the other lineup change for Pittsburgh in the absence of the injured Matt Grzelcyk. Just can't catch a break with defensemen this year, I swear, in this playthrough. Drive by Malkin, blocked off of Shea. Collected behind, or along the wall, rather, by Tommy Novak. But now out for St. Louis. Now across to Carlson. Up to Tomasino. Tomasino with a drive. Kicked out by Binnington. Tessier gets hip checked. Better check himself before he wrecks himself. My goodness. Up again to Tommy Novak. Hounded by Sundqvist. Shot by Novak. Turned aside. As wow, Binnington has been playing well. Drive, Carlson, he scores! The Blues are certainly feeling blue, courtesy of EK65. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. And it looks like there's traffic in front, so it was hard for Binnington to see that shot. And just like that, the Penguins have a 1-0 lead after controlling the majority of the play. There is Rutger McGroarty, still looking for his first goal as a Penguin, but it won't happen here. Connor Timmins with a hit. Kapanen. Now we've got a quick Let's Go Blues chant. Kolyachonok into the zone. He lets one go. Rebound, score! McGroarty! Rutger McGroarty gets his first goal in the National Hockey League! On the rebound shot by Kolyachonok, and plug and play indeed. Bemstrom was doing well. He gets removed. McGroarty comes in, and the momentum for that third line continues. Rutger McGroarty, and I've been waiting to do that all season, but I was worried that we weren't going to be able to because he was playing mostly in the AHL. So figured why not make that change? And so far it's beneficial. And for those of you who are wondering, that is indeed Warning by Green Day as a parody with Rutger McGroarty's name. Something that I had thought of when he became a Penguin and was brought in on the opening night lineup. And Kolyachonok brings it in offside. 7:35 to go in the opening frame, as the Penguins lead this one 2-0. Defensive zone win now for the Penguins. Collected now by Raquel. He lost the puck, though. And a bit of a bump on both sides. Dylan Holloway gets bumped off the puck. All the way around. Collected by Raquel. Fed up the right wing side to Crosby. Crosby takes a bit of a bump. Gets a shot off anyway. And Binnington pounces to smother the rebound. Or smother the chance for a rebound, I guess I should say. Penguins out shooting the Blues 11-3. 5:53 remaining in the period. Blues win a defensive zone draw. Parayko gets knocked down. Ryan Shea with a hip check on Kyrou. Does get into the Penguin zone. Oh, that could have been scary. But it worked out in the end. Carried in now by Phil Tomasino. Tomasino with a drive. Torchenko. Malkin on the backhand, turned aside by Binnington. As we're down to the final 4 minutes here in the first. Ryan Shea definitely bringing the aggression right now. Up the right wing side, now to Malkin. Gets into the circle, lets it go, blocked in front. Novak a shot. I think that Binnington may have gotten a piece of that with the shoulder. It's hard to say. Carlson trying to drift in and find some space. Back now to Ryan Shea. Shea flings one on goal and he scores! Shea, it ain't so, Ryan Shea just scored a goal. Oh yeah, I didn't do that one before. I had a different one for Ryan Shea because I know he's had a couple of goals on this campaign, but I'll use that one. If he scores again for any reason, I'll use the other one because now I remember it. Joseph cutting to the net. He had a great opportunity, did Matthew Joseph, but that was turned aside and now brought in by Blake Lizotte for the Penguins. Lizotte with a drive, rebound on Letang, and that wouldn't go. Love that we're getting a lot of secondary scoring here. Lizotte with a shot, rebound, score! Letang gets it anyway! Life's great with 58! 4-0 Pittsburgh! Didn't get the initial chance, but got to the front of the net, put home the rebound, and Binnington's going to turn into Whitington if this continues, as the Penguins have had themselves quite an offensive explosion as we approach the end of the first period. Brian Rust with a hit along the wall. Shots blocked on their way to the net. Nedeljkovic with a save and try to get the puck out, collected by the Blues, but it won't matter because this period is over and the Penguins will carry a 4-0 lead into the first intermission. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 18-4 in favor of the Penguins. Hits, 17-8, also in Pittsburgh's favor. Face-offs, though, nearly doubled for the Blues, 5-2, or a little over double, actually. But hopefully Pittsburgh can rebound for that in the second. But what's mattering most is 4 even-strength goals, as there has been no penalty or power play for either team. 40 minutes in the can. Oh, well, never mind. Shouldn't we do that? 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Let's see what happens in the second. Crosby and Schenn to meet again at center. And this time, Crosby wins the draw to open the second. Rush with a drive, and we will see Joel Hofer in net now. Binnington was pulled after giving up 4 goals in the first. Crosby wins the draw in the offensive zone. Letang could not grab onto the puck. Now he does. Nice keeping for Letang. Hofer's under pressure. He makes another save. And with a little over a minute off the clock, the Penguins are looking to pounce on a shaky Blues team. Crosby wins that draw. Letang brings it again to the net. Turned aside by Hofer. Honestly thought that might have been a goal at first. Pops out along the wall to Letang. There's a battle for it. Nobody seems to be able to come away with it except for Letang. Letang with a shot. That's blocked on its way to the net. P.O. Joseph tried the hip check, and it was maneuvered out of the way. Collected now by Raquel. Got across, what a goal! Oh, the pass was set up by Raquel. Went across the net, the rebound came back to Raquel, and he put it in. It's tricky to score a goal unless you are Raquel. It's Ricky. Tricky Ricky. What a beautiful play. Raquel did the pass to Joseph. Then Joseph took the shot, and the rebound came back to Raquel. No mistake. And the Penguins now lead it by a fistful. Offside coming into the blue zone. And a little bit, nearly 4 minutes off the clock now in this second period. And it is more of the same for Pittsburgh. Carlson got it to Rust. Rust with a shot, and Hofer will hang on with 15:45 to go. So far, it is all Pittsburgh. Malkin wins the draw. And this, of course, will be a double dose of hockey. I have a Golden Knights game for you guys as they take on the Jets a little later. So please stay tuned for that. Tomasino shot kicked out by Hofer. Malkin. Fed back to Tomasino. Now collected by Sundqvist for the Blues. Ryan Shea going for the hip check once again. Couldn't do it. Blocked off by Carlson. Fed up the right wing side to Tommy Novak. Novak drifts into the right wing circle. Finds a bit of space with a shot. Turned aside by Hofer. Collected by Tomasino. He'll cut across. And Hofer shuts it down. Blues only up to 4 shots on goal. There is a goaltending matchup, which was initially Nedeljkovic and Binnington. It is now Nedeljkovic and Hofer, as Binnington allowed 4 goals in the first, and Binnington's allowed 1 thus far. Connor Timmins tries to jostle Neighbors off the puck, and then he does. Collected now by Kevin Hayes, former Blue. He came over in the offseason to Pittsburgh. Timmins a drive, that's blocked. Looks like there's a delayed penalty on the Blues, but they're not able to get any possession. Collected now by Crosby. Penguins with the extra skater, I believe it is Crosby. That shot went wide. And again, oh, that goes all the way down. And who's going to touch it first? The Penguins. Up the right wing side now to McGroarty, who has his first goal as a Penguin. Drive by Hayes, and finally the Blues touch up. First penalty of the game, and Perunovic, who was an Islander IRL, is going to the box for St. Louis. Doesn't like the call. Slashing at 11:16. See if the Penguins can take advantage of this. They've certainly been the better team through nearly a period and a half of play, I should say. Blues win this draw. It's very important for them to kill off some time. Carlson trying to get the puck back for Pittsburgh. Now it's up to Tommy Novak here on the second power play unit. Novak, a drive, kicked out by Hofer. Falk trying to get the puck out. Pops up to Malkin. Falk gets bounced once again. on a shorthanded goal for Braden Shen. Oh, give them that one. Blues finally on the board, courtesy of the shorthanded bid by their captain. And it is 5-1 now. And the Penguins are still on the power play. They can hopefully get that shorthanded goal back. Dylan Holloway. Fed up now to Brian Rust. Rust into the blue zone. Shot, rebound. Kicked out by Hofer. They've certainly had some chances, have the Penguins. But that is an offside. 42 seconds remaining on the man advantage, which thus far the Penguins would probably like to forget, considering they've given up a shorty. And they've had some chances, but not a lot to speak of here. Draw one by Crosby. Carried in now by Raquel. Hofer with a save. 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. As we look at the Blues bench, they've got a little bit of life now. Of course, the Penguins trying to take that little bit of hope and dash it at this point in time. Crosby wins another draw on his forehand. Back to Joseph. Saved by Hofer. Now Raquel. Hayes to the front, he scores! Kevin Hayes has scored a goal! Penguins lead! It's 1+4. Well, not a complete disaster, as the Penguins do get that power play goal, courtesy of the former Blue Kevin Hayes. Of course, he's more associated with the Rangers and, dare I say, Flyers than he is St. Louis, but still. And again, they did give up the shorty, but they also got the power play goal, so at least it's even. Raquel with a shot, and Hofer makes the save. 6:26 remaining in the second. Pittsburgh again ahead by 5 as they have scored a touchdown, putting them ahead of the Blues by 6. Crosby a shot. What a save by Hofer with the left pad as he got across. Hit now by Rust. And there's some jostling for the puck. Comes back out to Shen, who has the only goal for the Blues. Scored shorthanded. Crosby brings it back in now for Pittsburgh. I was almost going to say around David Perron, but I know he's not with St. Louis because he's obviously with Detroit, but I'm so used to number 57 for the Blues being David Perron because he's been there so many times that it's almost automatic at this point. Blake Lizotte looking to win a draw in the offensive zone, and they do. Back to Joseph. Shot by Hayes, and Hofer smothers it down low. Oh, that was a very risky pass. Fortunately for the Blues and Parayko, it actually worked out. But my God, that was risky. Head up now to Letang. It does go all the way into the blue zone and collected by Krug for icing. I know, of course, Krug is out for the season IRL due to injury, but obviously they're going to have him in there for St. Louis in this regular season playthrough, you would think. McGroarty spins off the check, looks for another one. Shot save made again by Hofer. Carried in now by Dylan Holloway. Oh, I thought that was in. Fortunately for Pittsburgh, it wasn't. Off the right wing side again to McGroarty. Left shot on the right wing side works out well in this case. Especially if they were trying to set up a one-timer. Kolyachonok with a bump. Nice few saves for Nedeljkovic as the Penguins try to get it out. And they do in the form of Tomasino across the Malkin, and the shot got deflected before it could get there. As we are now in the second intermission, let's take a look at the stats. Congratulations to St. Louis to getting up to double digits in shots. And let's take a look at the rest of the stats here. Of course, Pittsburgh leading 6-1, outshooting the Blues 39-11. Hits 31-22 in favor of the Penguins. I don't think I did hits last time. Pittsburgh really poured it on and are nearly doubling St. Louis now. Excuse me, poured it on in the faceoff dot and are nearly doubling St. Louis 14-8. And even though Pittsburgh did give up a shorthanded goal, they are 1-for-1 on the power play, courtesy of the former Blue Kevin Hayes. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see what happens here in the third, shall we? Sidney Crosby, again with Braden Shen. Draw one by Crosby to start in the neutral zone. Brought in by Rust. Rust with a shot, rebound for Crosby. He could not get it to go. Crosby's had some chances today, but he just can't seem to find the back of the net. Brought in again now by Rust. Rust, right wing circle with a drive, kicked out by Hofer. Now Letang. He'll tee one up. Rebound for Crosby, twice kicked out by Hofer. Theo Joseph tried to get it across to a teammate, but it was picked off by the Blues. Now fed across to Letang, up the left wing side to Crosby. Crosby creates some space for himself, lets a shot go, and Hofer makes the save. 16:34 remaining in the third as Pittsburgh looks to add to their lead. And they've got a good opportunity to do that with an offensive zone draw, even though the Blues won said draw. Crunched along the wall by Carlson to Sundqvist. Behind the net. Saved Nedeljkovic, and he'll hang on. 15:22 to go here in the third. The Penguins have a defensive zone draw. There's a big hit by Brian Rust. I think that was on Justin Falk, if I'm not mistaken. Malkin wins the draw. And the puck gets up to Tommy Novak. Novak with a bit of a weak shot. I don't really know if that was just kind of fluttering on goal. Tomasino definitely got a shot away. That was stopped by Hofer. Blues get it out in the form of Alexander Tessier, former Blue Jacket. Pad stopped by Hofer down low. Off to Justin Falk. Up to Tessier. Pass in front of the net, and that was stopped by Nedeljkovic. Rebound, and Nedeljkovic has that one as well. 12:06 to go. As the Blues start to apply a little bit of pressure. I'm of the belief, though, that it's going to be too little too late, but, you know, stranger things have happened. McGroarty with a nice defensive play. Trying to get it to McGroarty, but maybe that pass wasn't wise. It's almost as if a blind guy's passing out there. That pass is a little better now to Kevin Hayes. Hayes gets around the defense, shoots! And a save made by Hofer. Perunovic, who took the only penalty in this game, and again is no longer a Blue IRL. He's gone over to the island because Lou can never seem to have enough defensemen. Still can't believe Tony DeAngelo is an NHLer again. Like, that guy's got 9 lives. And hopefully, you know, with an old school guy like Lou Lamoriello, he can actually kind of be a decent person. and stay in the NHL? I don't know. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third. Rebound collected by Shea for Pittsburgh. Now to Raquel. Up the right wing side for Crosby. You've got to think he's going to score eventually. He's had so many chances. I know he has an assist, which is nice. Keep the point streak going. Red line, dumped in. Connor Timmins. Trying to feed it up as we are under 5 minutes to go now. Timmins to the net, save made by Hofer. Back to the blue line to Kolyachonok with a shot off the pad of Hofer to the corner. Kolyachonok. Oh, nice save. As Kolyachonok tries to get the puck back, but can't. There's a bit of a gritty battle for it now. It goes back to the blue line for Falk. Now to Shen. Shen does get the puck into the Penguin zone, but gets knocked down. Fed up now to Phil Tomasino. Tomasino drives. Kicked out. Or no, sorry, that's actually held by Hofer. There's the Blues' upcoming schedule, which I'm not interested in. My wife might be, because she is a Blues fan, so. Katie, if you're watching, that'll be the next game for the Blues. Knocked down. Now the former Penguin, Kasperi Kapanen, gets knocked along the wall. And of course, Kapanen is no longer a Blue. He is now an Edmonton Oiler. And how Edmonton's still able to pick up these waiver claims and make a trade for somebody like Jake Wallman is beyond me. But whatever shot, score! Put a little Hines on it! Danton Heinen blows it through Hofer, and the Penguins get another goal, courtesy of Danton Heinen's 14th of the year. It's 7-1 Penguins. And there's Connor Dewar causing havoc in front. Nice to see, by the way, that he's a lover of the Basset Hound, as am I. Gotta love that my favorite team and one of my favorite dog breeds, or a player on my favorite team, I should say, and one of my favorite dog breeds, because there's either the Basset Hound or the Samoyed. Those are my two favorite breeds of dog. And of course, as I've mentioned, and as she's houndjacked my stream, I do of course have a loving Basset Hound named Violet, and she is going to be turning 6 this month on April 27th. And the Boobers are raining down hard as the St. Louis fans are singing the boos as the Penguins put up 7 goals on the combination of Joel Hofer and Jordan Binnington, and come away with a huge win on the road, defeating the Blues 7-1. Let's take a look at the stats at the end of this game and wrap things up. Shots on goal, 57-17 in favor of the Penguins. Of course, the score, 7-1 in Pittsburgh's favor. Hits, 44-28, favoring Pittsburgh. And look at that, face-off wins for the Penguins, 18-11. Held on and had a pretty wide margin. The only penalty belonged to the Blues. They did score a shorthanded goal, of course, but the Penguins did also go 1-for-1 on the power play, helping to add to this big lead. Thank you all for tuning in to part 1 of this 2-part stream. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Have a tremendous Thursday, everybody.